Attention, functional fitness athletes or barbell athletes, every time you work out, your body is telling you secrets that you can use to then improve your performance. That's right, your body is telling you no evals, no money needs to be spent. Your body's telling you what needs to be done. This series is going to give you an insight to those little tips that your body's already telling you. You're going to get under the bar for some back squats, or maybe you're going to lift overhead, but you get an axial load through the spine and your back is starting to talk to you. What is it telling you? And more importantly, how do you get it to quiet down? What's the secret your spine is telling you? You'll find out in this video. The spine is designed to take on compressive loads. For example, in a rugby scrum, there's 4,000 to 8,000 newtons of force that are created, which can be converted to about 1,798 pounds of force. It's a lot of force, and the spine will take the majority of it, showing us how amazing the spine is and that we can take high levels of compressive forces if, and a big if here, we've been exposed to them gradually and have adapted over time. If you have taken on too much compressive force too soon, or have had too much compression force for too long, your body will start telling you the secret that it needs a break or it needs to be gradually loaded. In the next videos, we will show you how you can gradually load your incredible spine. Before we get out heavy barbells, doing farmer carries, loaded box squats, we want to check to see what is the minimum threshold of compression that the spine can take. To do so, we're going to have our lovely model sit into a chair. In the chair, she's going to be pulling the chair up into her butt, and she's going to be putting her butt down into the chair, creating this force that's going to create compression at the spine. We're just assessing to see, can she take this moderate to minimum level of compressive force to the spine before we start loading it up further. The next thing we're going to look at to gradually load the spine, working on our threshold to spinal compression, is classic farmer carries. The nice part with this movement is that you can start low and then start to build yourself up. So we can start with dumbbells. You're going to grab up to your side, hold this position, and then you're going to walk with it so we get some dynamic forces going into that spinal compression. Again, we're going to gradually load this up over time. You'll see in these videos using a hex bar to get more weight, because eventually these dumbbells, they're going to be really hard to hang on to. So the hex bar becomes a little bit better to use. In this, we want to see, can you do 100% of your body weight for 30 seconds? And if you want to be an elite athlete, can you do 200 times your body weight for 30 seconds? The next thing we can look at to gradually load the spine is a loaded back box squat. We can control two variables in this. We can control the weight that's being used, the amount of compression that's going through. We can also control how low that squat is going. So as it's tolerable at a higher depth, we can start working now at a lower depth. So we're getting spinal compression with dynamic hip movement. And this is going to be specific back to that goal of, I want to do a loaded back squat without having my back yelling at me. Same thing if we're going up overhead. Control the load, control the range of motion that you're going through to decrease those compressive forces, gradually build it up over time, and get that spine to stop yelling at you. Your spine is meant to take on compressive forces. If it's not tolerating it, it's because you've took on too much too soon, or you've been doing too much of the same thing for too long. In any case, your body's telling you a secret, your brain's telling you a secret that it wants to load up compressive forces a little bit more gradually. In these three videos, we showed you how you can start from the minimum and then work yourself up to that maximum. We are here to empower you with hope. If your body is telling you nope, use these videos to show it that there is this other side of hope. If you're enjoying this content, make sure that you subscribe, you comment, you share it with friends so that you're spreading this to develop a larger hope community where we can all move and squat and maybe get in rugby scrums and not have our spines yelling at us.